and thank you for joining me. I am Megan Kirk, and welcome to Around Town. I'm standing here at Rotary Park, right near the Rotary Pavilion, for the Westland Police Neighborhood Safety Program. And here to join me, tell me a little bit more about the program, is Police Chief Jeff Drudzik. How are you, Chief?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning.
So can you tell me a little bit about the program?
Yep, so this is a community policing initiative that we came up with. The idea is that every neighborhood in Westland has got some different concerns. You know, whether a neighborhood's got concerns about drug activity or vandalism or disorderly persons in the park or whatever it is, we recognize that every neighborhood's got a little bit of a different concern. So what we wanted to do was start having meetings with the residents that are kind of more geographically set around their neighborhoods. We're going to try to do these on a regular basis. We're going to come to a park or a public area where we can come together. And really what we want to do is we want to talk to the residents about the crime trends that we've seen in their neighborhood, kind of give them some safety tips on what they can do to prevent those crimes, but then just get some feedback from them on what they're seeing that we may not know as the police department. And then from there, it's just going to be kind of developing relationships. I think a lot of the residents, once they get to know each other, can start working with each other on quality of life issues. And then once they get to know the police department too, it just gives us that ability to share information back and forth.
So we know sometimes traffic concerns are a top issue for Westland residents. Is there going to be anything to kind of circumvent speeding or any kind of traffic issues in the city?
Well, most of the complaints usually we find within the neighborhoods are traffic complaints, exactly like you said. So here with me today is we have our traffic bureau sergeant, we have our traffic bureau officers, our community police officers, and the idea is that they're all going to hear the same complaints too. And that way, there's a number of things we can do, whether it's proactive enforcement, whether it's putting out the radar trailers to kind of help slow people down and deter them, or just police visibility.
So we know the community is going to be a main aspect in getting the program going. Can you go ahead and encourage Westland to come out?
Well, absolutely. As we continue to do these, we're going to share the information on the city's website. We're going to share the information on the Westland Police Community Partnership Facebook page. That's where we share the majority of our public safety information. We have about 15,000 followers, so I encourage people to follow the Westland Police Community Partnership Facebook page. But from there, we're just going to start advertising these on a regular basis and try to share information with the community.
And joining me now is the Wester family, who are residents of the Rotary Park neighborhood and who are also participants at the Westland Neighborhood Safety Program. Can you tell me a little bit about how the program turned out for you?
I think it turned out wonderful. I'm glad so many people showed up, and it's so nice of the police to be out here asking us about the concerns that we have. I feel like they're nice and they listen, and they'll be out here patrolling more.
So we know your husband was actually able to voice a few of those concerns. Were you able to get off everything that you needed, and are you happy that the police enacted this program for you guys?
Absolutely. I think a little bit more light in these areas because people like to hang out in the dark. So I think if we turn the lights on, people will pay more attention,
And we know you guys have been in the community for some time, but can you talk to me about the importance of your neighbors getting involved in the program as well?
Well, it's always important to have extra eyes out there, so anybody that's aware and involved, all the better.
And what would you say to your neighbors to kind of encourage them who may have not come out to maybe get involved with the program?
Keep looking. Voice your opinion for sure. I think every little bit helps. If you don't say anything, then they're never going to know.
And joining me now are Officers Kozak and Bristol, who you may see in your neighborhoods as they will be on the patrolling team concerning the neighborhoods, correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how can residents get in touch with you guys? How can they voice their concerns?
Through the city's website or our email addresses. Our email addresses are pretty easy, although the first letter of my name is missing, but C for cbristol@wlpd.net or ckozak@wlpd.net, as well as getting a hold of the city. Whatever the complaint may be, try to get it handled as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Can you talk to me about PD's involvement in the safety program and just ensuring public safety across the board?
I guess every neighborhood has its own individualized complaints, so the complaints that we've heard today perhaps for this park may be more about speeders, drug activity inside the city park. Some neighborhoods obviously may not have a city park. One neighborhood may have more apartment complexes, so they're a little bit different for every neighborhood, but that's the whole point of these meetings, of having all the residents show up, speak to them, find out what your complaint is so we can try to address it, because every neighborhood's a little bit different.
And Officer Kozak, I know you guys are going to do more of these programs moving forward. What are your guys' plans to get more and more communities involved?
Well, a big part of the plan is just the citizens and their comments and what they have to let us know. That way we can kind of cater to their needs and what they have. So if they have particular times that certain stuff is happening, we want to be out there during those times. If they have certain areas, we want to be out there during those areas. We want them to tell us what is going on so that way we can, essentially just go out there and handle that problem in that situation. So, and we're also going to be out. We're going to be out on foot. We're going to be out on our bikes. So we want the citizens to approach us, talk to us, let us know what's going on.
And we do know that a couple of things were addressed here to kind of deter theft or deter certain crimes from happening. Can you go ahead and let us know a couple of deterrents for the neighbors?
I guess one of the complaints around this neighborhood and many neighborhoods is larcenies from auto. I would probably say maybe the last 100 car break-ins I've had, 99 out of 100 the doors were unlocked. I would probably easily say out of 100 straight car burglaries, maybe one window was damaged or one door locked. The other 99, it's almost always unlocked cars, 99 out of 100. And you see it posted on social media sites all the time. Somebody has motion lights that are in motion with their cameras, and as soon as the bad guy is illuminated by the lights, they start walking casually out of the driveway and pretend they weren't about to steal that bicycle or whatever intent they had after hours. Lights are phenomenal, and just locking your door. It's amazing how that neighborhood locks her doors, has her lights on, and how amazingly much lower their crime rate is than the neighborhood over. And it's as simple as that at times.
With me now is Zach and Rebecca, who were also able to attend the Westland Police Neighborhood Safety Program. How do you think the program turned out, Rebecca?
I think it went really well. Anything with a conversation is good in my opinion.
So were you able to get out the things that you needed?
I think so. I think they covered pretty much everything. So, yeah.
How long have you been living in the neighborhood?
Since 2019.
And what types of things have you seen that you were able to hear your neighbors address as well?
Mainly the traffic was the big thing on our street, and that was pretty well vetted today.
And for the future moving forward, what are your expectations of the program?
Like they had the problem with talk about the drug issue here, that hopefully we see more officers and officer presence at least to address that. That seems to be the biggest issue we have right now.
And Rebecca, will your household be taking part in the community program?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to have, and if everyone comes out and does their thing, I think it'll be a really good improvement.
Joining me now is Mayor William Wild of Westland, as well as President Pro-Tem of Westland City Council, Mike Londeau. Mayor, can you please tell us why Rotary Park was chosen as the first site of the Westland program?
Well, when I first heard the chief was going to kick off this program, I was thinking about where are we getting complaints from, and Rotary Park is kind of right in the middle of the city of Westland. We're right down the street from Wildwood Elementary School. This typically has always been a quiet area of town, but we have seen an uptick in resident complaints here. So when I talked to the chief about it, he was getting those same type of complaints. So we thought this would be a great place to kick off the program, and we had a great turnout today.
All right, and Council President Pro-Tem, we know that the Chief of Police has been involved in the community before. What kinds of programs kind of led to this community initiative?
So type of programs that have led to this, they've done kind of a coffee with a cop type program where they meet with the chief. They've also done things at local area churches, and obviously they have the Westland Community Partnership Facebook group as well, or Facebook page as well, where there's a lot of interaction with the police officers. So I thought, like Mayor said, we had a great turnout today, and we're looking forward to the next one.
All right, and speaking of the next one, Mayor, are you aware? Can you let us know where it is for the next time and how residents can find out more information?
Yeah, well, they can definitely stay tuned to WLND. We're going to be out. Our next neighborhood safety program is actually going to be meeting in Stoudemire Park. It's going to be Saturday, June 19th. It's going to start at 10 a.m. It's also going to coincide with our third Saturday's park cleanup. So we're going to have a lot of people from the city of Westland out cleaning up the park. So it'll be a great chance to interact not only with the police department, but also a lot of department heads. And at that event too, as we saw today, we got a lot of turnout. We're actually going to bring food. So we're going to have some of our community police officers helping us serve up some food that day too. So it's June 19th at Stoudemire Park. It's from 10 a.m. It starts at 10 a.m. and I think it goes until 12.
And there you have it, Westland. I'm standing right now in Rotary Park, but the next event will be at Stoudemire Park. If you're in that neighborhood, please stay tuned to WLND, the city's website, as well as our community Facebook page for more information. For Around Town, I'm Megan Kirk.